Hello everyone, this is Joe. Today I invited my friend Matthew to try my product Joe Speaking to conduct the full IELTS speaking simulation. Let's have a try, Matthew.
Right, so full test.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Fenrir. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Matthew Rickenberg.
Thank you. Now, let's begin. In this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about museums. Do you like visiting museums?
Yes,
What kind of museums do you like best?
I like history museums best, but I also like science museums and art museums.
I see. Do you prefer visiting museums alone or with other people?
I prefer going with other people um, because it gives me someone else to talk to and go to places with, but I don't mind going alone.
Let's talk about plants now. Do you have any plants in your home?
No.
Did you ever grow plants when you were a child?
Yes, I would.
What kind of plants did you grow?
Um, we would grow ferns. We had them indoor in baskets. Outside, there was a nice big garden, so we would grow things like sunflowers, um, daylilies, tall grass, and little trees.
That sounds nice. Now, let's move on to talking about growing vegetables or fruits. Do you like growing vegetables or fruits?
Yes, it sounds interesting.
What are some of the difficulties of growing your own vegetables or fruits?
One difficulty could be other animals trying to eat it, things like squirrels, raccoons. Um, Other challenges are things like the weather, the climate, getting the perfect soil, getting the perfect sunlight. Um, it's a hard thing to do.
Would you prefer to grow them indoors or outdoors?
I think I would prefer indoors if I have the space and resources to do so, just because then you can better control the lights and humidity and other things like that.
Thank you. Now, we move on to part two. I'm going to give you a topic and you'll talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. You'll have 1 minute to prepare first. Ready?
Yep.
Great. Here's your topic. Describe a movie you watched and enjoyed recently. You now have 1 minute to prepare. I'll tell you when to begin. Now, tell me about the movie. Start speaking now.
So recently meaning last week, I watched American Psycho. I watched it alone in my room, and it's a movie about a guy called Patrick Bateman who's living in New York City in the 1980s, and he's a young 20-something-year-old working in finance. But the whole movie just serves as a critique of the absurdity of the 1980s finance culture. So one thing you see in the movie is how he tries very hard to impress his other colleagues over meaningless things. Um, there's always a competition on who gets the best lunch reservations, and um, it, it's a real competition to see who gets there first. And throughout the whole movie, you almost see no work getting done at all, um, and it's just all the workers are just stuck doing meaningless, frivolous things. Um, and the way the movie sort of progresses is that he becomes a deranged serial killer, but he has trouble distinguishing between what's real and what's not. And at the end, it's sort of indirectly revealed that it was all in his head. And
Thank you. Is that a film you would recommend to others?
yes, it's a great movie, and it's one of the best of all time, I think.
Do you prefer watching movies at home or in the cinema?
I prefer at home just because of the comfort and convenience of it.
Thank you. We've been talking about movies. I'd now like to discuss some more general questions related to this. Do you think only well known directors can create the best movies?
No, no, of course not. Um, Being a film director is a skill that one would develop and get better at. So you don't have to be a famous director to make a great movie. You just need to know how to make a great movie. And I think there's many good independent films out there that are proof of this.
What other factors make a successful movie besides good direction?
Um, Good actors, good scenery, a good story above all.
That's interesting. Do you think successful movies should have well known actors or actresses in leading roles?
No, not necessarily. I think just actors who are good at their job and play a convincing role. Um, you don't have to be famous to do that.
Why do people still prefer to watch movies in the cinema despite the convenience of watching at home?
The cinema's an experience. The chairs there are very comfortable. The screen's very big. Um, you can get popcorn and food. So it's a different experience than at home, even though you're watching the same movie in the end.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Yeah, this is it. Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
Thank
And
you. That is the end of the speaking test.
yeah, we can see the final results. Yeah,
Oh, good.
okay, it's 7.0 and 8 for the fluency. Oh, here is the detailed breakdown. Yeah. Yeah, that's the transcript.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess with some of these, it's hard to know, do they want more info or do you just like ask, like, are some of them, is it supposed to be like a yes or no, or is it supposed to keep going?
In the real test, if
Mm.
you want to get more like higher score, you need to give more details.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
not just
Okay.
yes or no, give you
Okay.
reason. As you can see, the examiner ask you some reasons why,
Yeah,
why.
okay. Sorry. No, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much. Yeah, just